Hello, Mr. Davis. Welcome to the programme.
Hello.
You've heard the arguments. What do you make of what Damien Collins
Well,
had to
let's
say?
take it one piece at a time. As you quoted him, Bernard Cazeneuve said, calling for the border of the English to be opened is not a responsible solution. He goes on to make it plain it would help people, traffickers and the like. So I think he rather outranks the Deputy Mayor of Calais in this, since he's the Interior Minister. The second point is, of course, if this happened against all the odds, and bear in mind it's not the EU treaty that's being talked about here, it's the Le Touquet Treaty, a separate one. If it happened against all the odds, then the next thing to understand is that once outside the European Union, we have absolute control of our own borders, absolute control. We can turn around whoever we like. And thirdly, international law is on our side. International law says asylum seekers, the issue that Damien quite understandably raised, asylum seekers are only given the right to stay in the first safe port of call, the first safe country they arrive in. That would be Macedonia, Greece, Germany, Belgium or France before they got to here. So we could perfectly properly turn them right round and say, back on the train, I'm afraid. We actually do have an arrangement already with international airlines that says if you bring somebody here who's not approved to be let into the country, you're responsible for taking them away. We could make the same we'd make the same instruction to the Eurotunnel train services, to the ferries, the lot.
Yeah, well, just going back to your first point about Bernard Cazeneuve, I know I quoted him saying it will be a foolhardy path, but he also said, as things stand, and that was in October, and he said the UK can expect countermeasures if there is a Brexit. So there's nothing to stop him changing his mind.
We've had the French are terrified of us leaving the European Union, and you will get from every French politician blustering threats. The idea that we should set our policy off the back of blackmail. He very carefully didn't say the countermeasures would be this. He said countermeasures, making it rather more general, because he was very, very, very scathing about this idea. But going to get lots of threats. And indeed, in the event the British people vote to leave the European Union, we'll get lots of noise for a month or two afterwards before we settle down to actually negotiate the outcome, which, frankly, is a negotiation which is very, very strongly on our side. They export far more to us than we do to them. The Germans need us for their car industry. The French need us for their car industry, their cheese, wine, and agricultural industries. All the European countries, bar almost none, need us economically, and therefore we'll strike deals on economics, on trade, and on border control, which suit us.
Yeah. There is no doubt, though, that if the British presence in Calais is taken away, then presumably a percentage of those 5,000 in the so-called jungle would make it to Britain and would have to be dealt with.
They'll try, and then they'll be put back on the train and sent back. If they're claiming asylum, they should be claiming asylum in France, where they already are. France is a safe country. If they're trying to get entry through any other immigration mechanism, they could do that now if it's legal, and if it's not legal, they're put back on the train and sent back. It's not so difficult to understand that we would be very, very careful about checking the train as soon as it comes out the tunnel at the first opportunity to decide whether anybody's allowed into England. And if it's illegal, they won't be.
OK, all right, we'll leave it there. Thanks very much.